Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your sewing machine man. What we're looking at is a featherweight. It's a 221 Singer. And the reason we're looking at this one, well, it's been a long day. Drove about 200 miles, fixed a bunch of machines. And I've always told you that I don't like to make the same video over and over again because I work on a lot of the same machines over and over again unless one has a unique repair issue or unique history, or this one is unique because it is a Centennial, let's see, Century of Sewing Service, 1851, 1951. Well, that plaque right there means that this is a 1951 Centennial. But no, it's not. When I saw it and saw this had this goofy little crease in the plaque there, I thought, well, maybe somebody. So I looked it up, and sure enough, this is a February the 14th, Valentine's Day, 1950. They weren't even hunching on the line. They weren't even like December 15th or January. They jumped from one that was been laying around there since February of the previous year, and they labeled it a Centennial. They had these little badges, and they'd take the other one off, put these on. And of course, that's fraud. And they got caught doing it. And there's a big story about how Singer had to refund a bunch of people's money. And Singer did stuff like that all the time. It's not any kind of a surprise. But every now and then, they'll do it, and a machine's value will actually increase. Now, Centennial is going to be worth more than a regular featherweight. A 1951 Centennial. Collectors want those because they're more of a prized machine. This one happens to be one of 10,000 that was made on, not made, but serialized on February 14th, 1950. But in addition to that, this one was plucked from that group to get this bogus plaque. But this bogus plaque makes it a unique Valentine's Day featherweight. Now, I don't know, this may be the only one. There may be 10, there may be 100. I don't know. But this one is one. February the 14th, 1950 was when it was made. And of course, the Centennial model were the ones that were made in 1951. That's what the courts decided. The dealers didn't see it that way because they had a bunch of 1950s that nobody would go near because they wanted the Centennial model. So they just said, well, we'll just start putting Centennial plaques on the ones that aren't Centennials. And nobody will know the difference until someone whistle blew on them. There was a whistleblower from Singer, and of course, they got caught. And of course, they did tons of stuff like that. I've told you some of the stories. Back then, there were some scoundrels working at Singer, like in any organization. But this is a nice little machine. It came in needing some attention, needed attention, rebuilt. It was pretty well cobbled up and backwards and had problems. Took it all apart, rather. Rebuilt it, put it back together. It's working like a charm. And did some motor work on it and cleaned it out. It was really dirty. And I usually don't use the word dirty because that implies that somebody was out there gardening with their sewing machine. But it has some dirt in it. It wasn't just fabric. It had a lot of good, maybe it's in a dust storm. I don't know. This is Texas. We get dust storms, and sometimes you can have things inside and the dust still gets to them. So it's a nice little machine. And of course, these can have all kinds of issues when they come in. If you spend a little time with them, next thing you know, you got an awesome little machine that's just sewing like a house of fire. And this is one of them. Nice little machine. She's going to be real happy with it when she gets it. And I don't know if she knows the story or not, but I'm going to tell her. She'll either be real excited or not, but that's a fact. It was in 1950. They sold it as a 51. And for some reason, they put the letters MR down here. I don't know if it's not the customer's name that I have. It's not their initials, but maybe it was somebody's. But it says MR, and maybe she can tell me what that is because I'm curious to find that out. So I'll have information for her. Maybe she'll have some for me. Could be a family member. I don't know. But it's ready to go. Get it back to her tomorrow, and she'll be happy. And that's the story of the Valentine's Day counterfeit. All right? Thanks.